Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to have to use my indoor voice, which is, by the way, I have microphone so close to, I want to kiss it. Anyway, enough of that. We have Pokemon TCG Pocket news. Yes, because it's Worlds, of course, there has been some new information on Pocket revealed by a demo. Where you're there, you can actually play the Pokemon TCG Pocket demo, however, without gameplay. However, on top of that, that's a lot of howevers. There has been some new cards and some new bits of information released, so I kind of just want to check it out here and see what it's all about. Maybe we can get some new information in understanding how the game's intended, what it's meant to be like. Ultimately, I just want to look at the new stuff. So let's have a look-see. So we're on Pokebeach right now, and we're just going to read the article quickly. Pokemon TCG Pockets, you can't see this bit, but it says demo excludes gameplay, but Articuno EX, Sabrina, and more Genetic Apex cards revealed. I'm assuming Genetic Apex is the actual set. That's quite interesting, isn't it? In fact, what I'm going to do is move the article more this way, so maybe it's a bit more legible. So it starts off here by saying, I'm here live at Worlds, where I've just spent an hour ripping open packs in Pokemon TCG Pocket. I was the first in line. Unfortunately, the demo does not include any gameplay. You can only open Genetic Apex packs. Thus, the demo does not reveal any gameplay mechanics beyond this news story I posted in March, which has, I'm assuming, which is the original post. We see some pictures here. There he is at the Pokemon TCG Pocket demo. Just having a little zoom in here. It just literally is just, wow. Okay, hold on. So you go over here and you just play the, just got little phones there and you just play it. That's kind of cool. A lot of you there at Worlds would probably see this, but that's kind of cool. And this is what you would see. You would just see Pocket. So please choose the booster pack you want. And it's a set, bro. Genetic Apex, it's its own set. That's really cool. That's really unique. What's interesting is the packs have certain names on the front: Charizard, Mewtwo, and Pikachu. Does that mean if you open a Mewtwo pack, you can't get Charizard and Pikachu? It's interesting as to how that might work. But anyway, they go into some more details about the cards revealed. So first off, there's an Oddish here, which is super simple, right? 1 energy, 20 with RAM. Weakness is plus 20, not times 2. So that's interesting. Another gameplay mechanic. I'm assuming this is meant to be slower paced. This is meant to be just kind of like very low HP Pokemon kind of stuff. He says with there being EXs, but hold on. And then, of course, you've got this symbol down here, but no... okay, hold on. I need to look at some more cards here to figure out this stuff. Metapods, stage 1, so they're still doing evolutions and stuff like that, of course. We know that. And this is one of the... I'm assuming this is one of the arts you can look into, and it's a rare. So, yeah, this is rare. Okay, this is rarity then. I haven't seen any of those, like, energy things that I was looking at before with the Guardian and stuff like that. Yeah, which is interesting. But I'm assuming it's one of the artworks you can look into, which would be kind of cool. I think there's a certain name for it, but either way, this though. So look at this. It's an EX card, right? And it has 140 HP. I'm assuming power creep isn't going to be a thing here. It's going to be pretty much straightforward. But the attack's also going to be quite interesting here. So you got Ice Wing for 40, and then you have Blizzard for 3 water energies, 80, and does 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That seems like it would be very strong in a format where like the highest HPs you're going to be seeing is 140. Right, that's a lot of 2-hit KOing and like damage spread and stuff. So that seems kind of cool, but it's hard to tell when you don't know what the gameplay's like or what the format is going to be like. But what's interesting is these cards do things. They attack. They do things that Pokemon cards do, which means there obviously is going to be a format. There's going to be a way to play this game and potentially a way to play it competitively. And that's where I'm super interested. Also, the border, really cool. The little rainbow with the 3 lines, I kind of like that. It's almost Sun and Moon style EXs, even by the basics here. Hold on, let me grab something quick. Bro, how can I record most of my video and have it on pause the whole time? Basically, I was going to get a Buzzwole. I'll show you now. So you can see with this Buzzwole here, the basic symbol is like hexagonal, and it's the same on the Articuno. And these 3 lines remind me of GX cards. And even the design here, you can see it kind of being like hexagonal with a sharp angle here, right? Where my cursor is. And it's a similar thing here, right? It's all kind of sharp angles, hexagonal. So this is very inspired, and you'll see by some future cards we're going to look at here, by the Sun and Moon era, which is really cool, because actually those were my favorite card designs when it comes to just layout and design. Also super interesting is there's just new artwork, which is really nice. I think that's kind of a no-brainer. Yeah, these cards are pretty nice to see, and I'm still forgetting what these symbols down here, what they mean. I remember when we was looking at Guardy, we've kind of figured it out, but what's interesting interesting is there's some, you see that's a gold star? That's very interesting. And I don't know what that means, but also stunning artwork. I also don't know if these borders here, you see this kind of like swooshy border. It's the same on the Squirtle. So is this something you can like look into as well? And if it is, how would that work? Because this is like an in-motion shot. So I don't know if it would be something. But anyway, on the competitive side now, so 130 HP on a stage 2. Articuno's a basic with 140. Ah, okay. Super interesting. I wonder how they're going to deal with evolution as a mechanic. Well, of course, you're going to be able to play. There's attacks and stuff. You are going to be able to play. But yeah, drive off here. Once during your turn, you may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench, but they choose. So it's an Iron Bundle, Hyper Blur ability on a stage 2. And what's very interesting, I'm going to skip over quickly to this Sabrina, right? And this pretty much just confirms, if you look at this border design, it's exactly the same. Apart from in Sun and Moon, the trainer word is here and the supporter word is here. Let me show you quickly. If you look at Cynthia, it's trainer on the left and supporter on the right. This is supporter on the left, trainer on the right, but it's literally identical in design. Literally everything's identical. So they're borrowing a lot from Sun and Moon, which is fine because I love it. As I said, it's my favorite era of card design. Sorry, so I'm all down for it. But yeah, Sabrina, beautiful artwork by the way, and the hollow effect on the border is different. Is that going to be artwork based or card based in a sense? Where actually, wait, hold on. Is the rarities different here? That's a gold star. That is 2 gold stars. Is it like a different rarity? More rare? I'm curious. I am curious. But yeah, this Sabrina has the same effect as this, which means we have a supporter card that is worse than the boss's orders. But this, what this might show is it gives us a little window into what the format of this could be, in that it's kind of like a slowed down version of, the formats we are so used to in standard, in that powerful cards like boss's orders aren't going to exist, and this is the best you're gonna get. Listen, I'm just shooting ideas. I don't know, but it's interesting that supporter card has a worse effect than boss's orders. There has to be something going on in terms of how they're balancing it, right? And obviously, well, drive off on a stage 2 ability is still quite poor, but effectively there's a supporter card that is exactly the same as an ability in the game. Anyway, that's interesting. Yeah, some other cards here. We got Primate, 90 HP, 40 plus 60. It's got damage on it, which in this format seems really strong. If there's damage modifiers, you can go to 1 KO ranges on these types of Pokemon. Also note there's no resistance. Oh, I didn't notice that. That must have been something that was thought about before. But here, look, heal 50 damage from one of your grass Pokemon. Healing's kind of a thing. That's someone's finger. And Charizard is really liking it. Might only want to take a bite out of that in a second. And here's like kind of the animations of what it would look like. Just screenshots of that. But I think they have a video. So let's have a look. So this is the video that they posted. This is what it's like opening a pack. So you pick up the Pikachu and it says try tapping. Oh, you have to hold it. And then you can have a look inside. But what can you do when you're in there? Is it just going to be like a little, like, hey, look, this looks really cool. And then it just goes back to the car. For some reason, I thought you could explore it. Why would I think that? I still think this is really awesome, by the way. I'm like, definitely not talking down to it in any way. But I guess that's that. Yeah. That's kind of cool, but I'm sure after a while it'll get a bit boring. No, with the newer cards though, it wouldn't get boring, would it? No. I still think that's a fantastic idea, by the way. Right, so that has 3 gold stars, so I'm assuming it's about rarity. He then goes on to say, as you open packs, you can flip them over to open them from the back. The cards are turned over. This reveals the chase card first. You have to physically swipe open the top of the pack to cut them open. It takes some practice. Oh, okay, so yeah, I understand. Stuart Pagan, who's part of the marketing team for Pocket, stated, we created Pokemon TCG Pocket to enter the digital card game space, whereas Live is only available in certain regions. Pocket will be available worldwide. This lines up with their article in February where they speculated the app was a response to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and Marvel Snap, both of which have been highly successful ventures. I think we've all kind of figured this out, that it is just a Duel Links or Marvel Snap version of the Pokemon TCG, but it's weird to see someone officially talk about Live from Pokemon for a while. For a very long while. I don't know exactly when the last time someone spoke about it, but it was a long time ago. I think it was when someone was talking, I think it was the spokesperson for Live, if I'm correct, or something down that line, saying that it's like in development, in beta. Basically, Live has just not really been mentioned by the Pokemon company at all, apart from like, their updates on Twitter and stuff when it comes to like maintenance and issues and having to go for emergency maintenance because there's a coin flip bug that stops me from doing all my videos. That's just kind of interesting, like to directly compare it to Live. Obviously, in a sense of they're talking about it in the context of availability, but they're already drawing comparisons to live, right? As everyone's doing anyway. But that kind of shows the point, right? In that it's natural to compare live to this, because I do see some people saying like it's just different. They don't compare. You can't compare them. It's like, well, they're doing it. Anyway, that's a whole different kind of discussion. But that's just some more info on Pokemon TCG Pocket, which I think a lot of people have been expecting. They'll announce the release of it after Worlds, but it's kind of hard to tell. The fact that the demo excludes gameplay kind of indicates that it might not be ready. And in that case, that's fine if it's not ready. I think we've all learned from live that if it's not ready, we don't want it. We want it when it's ready. And also, this is like the developers of Masters EX, that they're not gonna, it's gonna be a polished product 100%. Like from what we've seen so far, it's already 20 times more beautiful than live. So like, let's not worry about that. That ain't going to be an issue. But obviously for us, it's more so about the competitive element, how it's being played. But ultimately, it's kind of looking interesting. I wouldn't say exciting. It's interesting because we're only having like slight snippets into what the gameplay would be like. Obviously, we don't have any gameplay. So yeah, this is interesting stuff. Again, thanks for staying patient. I know this is kind of like a bit too ASMR-y, but Worlds is happening in Hawaii. It's a ridiculously late time. And, you know, at the end of the day, I've got to be up late for this kind of stuff. So yeah, we'll leave it there. And looking forward to some more Pocket. Definitely for sure, I'll be playing it as soon as I can because I'm super excited to actually try it. But we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching as always, and peace.